cars are away. All 33 cars are away. Green. 10-4, let's got a good horse. Let's ride her. Go! Boat is in trouble.
Tony Stewart had taken the lead. However, it's all over for him.
Green. Johnny, you were doing one hell of a job, buddy. One hell of a job. We had a top 5 race car today. I'll guarantee it. In this race, we had a top 5 race car. Lots of traffic. Careful on your way out.
He spins. Sam Smith hard to the wall. 2, 3, 4 cars involved in turn 3, triggered by Sam Smith.
It's all right. We saw it. You didn't have any place to go. You did a great job, Bub. You did a great job. Run fifth gear.
Eddie Cheever stalls the car. Oh, they didn't quite get the fuel hose unfastened.
When he waves to me, I go. Kick it neutral. Sorry about that, Kenny. That's more. How many more left? You're on 98, 102.
Well, I tell you what, every time John Paul Jr. comes back around to the yard and wrecks the team, Pelfrey pumping those fists in the air.
Hit, John. Hit this time, Si. Watch your speed limit. Yellow. Right here, Steve. Coming right here. I'm in the green. Right here.
R.E. Lyondike, it looks like that it may be over for him.
The clutch is slipping. Lazier is 2 seconds behind and closing. All right, search the water. I'm going to come in. Hustle out. We got to beat Lazier now. Green.
Eddie Cheever, then Buddy Lazier. They're just that close together. They're in the short chute. It is still Cheever, then Lazier.
5 laps to go, Eddie. 5 laps to go.
Everybody standing and cheering. Eddie Cheever, his hand pumping in the air. He's going to get his first.
As the month of May opens and the teams and drivers of the Pep Boys Indy Racing League prepare for the 82nd running of the Indianapolis 500, there's a certain freshness in the air. This year, the month of May at Indianapolis will run 2 weeks instead of 3, with qualifying now being completed in just 2 days instead of 4.
I'm glad they've shortened the months. I did not like the idea of every day of the month going out there and putting everything on the line, all the equipment on the line. Everybody gets really tired.
I think it'll be the most exciting qualifying weekend that you've seen at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for many years.
Attention in the pit area. The track is open for practice.
Traditionally, Dick Simon is first on the track. Not so in 1998, as Mike Groff is first out for Jonathan Bird. Jack Hewitt is the first to test the Speedway's forbidding outer barriers, slapping the wall in turn 4, and then the inside retaining wall before sliding back across the track. Hewitt, the 46-year-old rookie with a background in Silver Crown, Sprint, and Midget cars, has always dreamed of making the big show. The incident, though, dims his chances. Another rookie, Jimmy Kite, also cut his teeth on the short tracks of Middle America, but opening day also finds him testing the turn 4 barricade. Always conscious of safety, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and the Pep Boys Indy Racing League institute a safety breakthrough this May. A shock-absorbing system covering the inside wall of Turn 4 is constructed for race day. The barrier is designed to absorb energy, thus reducing the G-forces of an impact with the wall. Additionally, a new warning light within the cars now lets the drivers know when the course goes yellow for a caution. Designed by Delphi Automotive Systems, it allows the drivers greater reaction time in case of an accident. But while the action on the track is hot and heavy, the action off the track is busy as well. Opening day ceremonies include the introduction of this year's pace car, the Chevrolet Corvette, as well as the 18th annual Save Arnold Barbecue. The barbecue benefits Special Olympics of Indiana and is the state's largest Special Olympics gathering. The Speedway has donated more than $4 million since 1981. The Pep Boys Fan Fest continues to grow. This Indy 500 interactive theme park is located inside the Speedway and offers fun for the whole family. The Indianapolis Motor Speedway's Parade of Champions Week kicks off as well as Parnelli Jones salutes the fans by driving his 1963 winner, Old Calhoun, around the Brickyard. It's all part of a week-long tribute to past Indianapolis greats.
It's the biggest, most prestigious race in the world, as far as I'm concerned. And to have won that race, I just feel very, very fortunate.
As the week begins in earnest, the speeds go up. 8 different drivers top the 220-mile-per-hour barrier. Tony Stewart's 223 Plus is Monday's quickest and the fastest practice lap ever recorded here with the new normally aspirated engines of the Pep Boys IRL. Danny Gaius has raced in 11 Indianapolis 500s, but he will not be racing in this one. He spins while exiting turn 3, and while suffering no major injuries, his month is over. Tony Stewart is again quickest on Tuesday, but it's rookie Danny Dryden who loses the most ground. Dryden spins in turn 1 and hits the outside wall with the left side of the car. Dryden, despite a tremendous comeback attempt, will not make the show. Billy Boat is the fastest of the day, while 3-time winner Johnny Rutherford is honored as the Parade of Champions continues.
On race morning now, when I see those guys strapping in and know what they're going through, I really miss it. I really do miss it.
The next day, 4-time winner and all-time Indy 500 lap leader Al Unser Sr. is honored in the car he guided to victory lane back in 1987.
It is the greatest race there is, and for me to be able to win 4 times, it was really great.
While Stewart is the rabbit for the 3rd time in 5 days, rookie Jimmy Kite's perils continue. He crashes again in turn 4, and again he is uninjured, but the damage to the car is significant. Temperatures continue to warm up on Friday, the final day of practice before qualifying. Thus far, the Dallara chassis has shown an advantage in the heat, while the G-Force seems to like the cooler temperatures. Only Ari Leyendijk's G-Force manages to crack the day's top 10. For the Team Menard stable of Tony Stewart and Robbie Buell and the A.J. Foyt brigade of Billy Boat and Kenny Breck, the week has been a constant challenge of one-upsmanship. But Boat pushes the envelope a bit too hard Friday morning, cracking the outside wall not once, but twice, destroying his primary number 11 Conseco machine in the process.
We have a yellow flag.
Undaunted, he returns to the track just an hour later in his backup car, cranking out the 3rd quickest time of the day.
As a driver, I think it's real important. Because even when you go back out, you still see those big black marks on that fence where you just smacked it. So you have to just know that, the race car's underneath you. Get back, try to get your rhythm back, and try to get back up to speed.
While Tom Sneva is honored as the final pass champion, the ongoing drama of rookie Jack Hewitt continues. The PDM driver returns to the track after thrashing to get the car back together. Hewitt spins his newly repaired car in turn 2 but makes no contact. Qualifying is tomorrow morning, and this time there will be no second weekend qualifiers. For some, time is running out. Pole Day burns bright and beautiful. A.J. Foyt celebrates 40 years at Indianapolis by saluting his fans in the Bose Seal fast car he piloted to victory lane in 1961. In the morning warm-up, Paul Durant gets a little too anxious. His turn 1 spin and resulting crash end his hopes. Filling in for Danny Gaius, John Paul Jr. is the first to make the 33-car field.
It takes a little bit to take someone's place. We just tried to be safe and not take any chances with it.
Sam Schmidt has benefited recently from the schooling of longtime Indy veteran Gary Bettenhausen. Today, he shows off the results, cranking out 4 laps at nearly 220 miles an hour, good enough for the outside of row number 2.
We tried to push it up a little bit, and I got it loose in 1, and that probably cost me a couple miles an hour. From then on, I just kept it wooded, but a little bit more conservative, and thank the good Lord for some positive results.
And the green flag flies, and he's on it.
M4, gas is in. Go, you got a good run going.
Robbie Buell puts the first Menard car safely in row 2, but minifigure teammate Tony Stewart to be the man to beat today for the pole. Stewart's first 2 laps are good, but the car gets sideways on him and the speed falls off.
Nice job, Smoke. Nice job.
No, it wasn't that we couldn't get the push out. We got all the push out and went too far. I mean, I got it loose, and we just got the car where it was a little bit too loose, and just had to take what we got.
Rookies Steve Knapp and Donnie Beechler make their first 500 appearances. Knapp, the third ISM driver, will be heard from again on race day.
Bob Hancher, the team owner, I asked him before I went up, what's going to be the speed that you're going to call it off at, and he said, you just leave your foot down for 4 laps and you let me worry about the rest. So that's what I did.
Billy Rowe makes his second 500, while Kelly Racing's Mark Dismore qualifies for his third.
We got a shot at the race, we really have.
Kenny Breck, another candidate for the pole, another candidate for the front row, and away he goes. And Floyd's familiar car number 14, and this man is fast.
The Power Team pilot blasts his way to a 4-lap average of almost 221 miles an hour, putting him temporarily on the pole.
I don't know. It depends what the weather does. We're a lot of people that can go quick,
Two-time Indy 500 champion Al Unser Jr. stands by, offering encouragement as cousin Robbie Unser tries to become the 6th member of the Unser family to qualify for the world's most famous race.
The green flag flies high.
He does so successfully. He'll line up on the outside of row number 7.
I have to say this is the most beautiful experience that I've had in life yet, and I'm happy.
Jimmy Kite has had a tough month thus far. The bad luck continues as Kite hits the outside retaining wall on his very first lap. Kite is fine, but making the race is now in question. Scott Goodyear finished second again a year ago here in Indianapolis. This year he drives for a new team, Pennzoil Panther Racing. Goodyear's G-force is quick enough for the inside of row 4.
I think we've pretty much found the limit for the G-force right now. I think in the 218, 219 range today, probably for qualifying. But, we've got a very good car for race day right now, and I'm pretty excited about that.
Davey Hamilton is another driver with a new team, Nienhaus Motorsports. The IRL points runner-up a year ago, Hamilton will line up in the middle of row 3.
I'm proud of you, man.
Yay, Davey!
Davey.
Now Billy Vogt takes his shot at destiny. His morning warm-up produced the fastest lap of the month. And now he proves it was no fluke, posting a first lap of over 224.5 miles an hour.
Oh no, 224.573 miles an hour. Wow, we could tell it was fast. We didn't know it was that fast.
Vogt's 4-lap average of 223.503 is good enough for the pole position and is more than 5 miles an hour faster than the pole speed a year ago.
He just didn't edge the old mark. He blistered it.
The racetrack was definitely wasn't at ideal conditions at all. The wind was really hard on the cars. Really was a problem in turn 1, but it's Indy 500 qualifying. This is what you got to do.
Vogt's hot lap set the benchmark, one that Eliseo Salazar fails to reach.
Against the wall, coming into turn number 1. A tremendous crash, again demolishing the left side of the car.
Like Kite before him, the Chilean superstar smacks the wall hard on this first lap attempt. In a testament to the strength of the new Pep Boys IRL chassis design, Salazar is okay, but will be forced to qualify on day number 2. Buzz Calkins has the most unique sponsor this month in the International Star Registry. Recipients have an actual star in the galaxy named after them. Each of this year's 33 starters will be so honored. Buzz motors his way to his third 500 start. Buddy Lazier has finished 1st and 4th here in Indianapolis the past 2 years. This year's effort will begin from the middle of row 4.
And he's on it.
J.J. Yaley becomes the 4th rookie in the field, while Johnny Unser is well on his way to making the show when he runs out of fuel on his final lap. Undaunted, Unser puts the second Himmelgarn entry inside row 9.
And action in turn number 2.
Tice Carlson's month of May comes to a sudden halt. But Andy Mischner's does not. He qualifies for his first 500, bringing his father Pete to tears. Scott Sharp returns to Indianapolis after sitting out here a year ago. The Delphi Automotive Systems machine will line up 7th.
It just felt good to put the Delphi MCI car in the show, and I know the guys will give me a great race car.
With but an hour left in day 1 qualifying, Eddie Cheever rolls out.
Whoa, once again.
Another wiggle.
How do you keep your foot down after that? I couldn't.
Using every bit of the racetrack, Cheever tallies a 4-lap average of better than 217.
And I'm sure that Rachel's potato chip never tasted better than it does right now.
I'm going to sit down, crack open a beer, and have a whole big bag of Rachel's potato chips. I deserve them. Thank you.
But the biggest surprise of the day is yet to come. Texas' Greg Ray rockets his unsponsored Dallara to a first lap of almost 223 miles an hour. If he can pick it up, he'll knock Boat off the pole.
2.728 miles an hour.
Ray's 4-lap average of better than 221 is good enough for the middle of row 1.
The car was pretty loose. I think the reruns of the qualifying run will show that.
Jack Hewitt erases a week of frustration qualifying for his first 500, and in so doing becomes the oldest rookie ever to make the race.
Well done, Jack. Well done.
Roberto Guerrero becomes the day's 23rd qualifier for Pagan Racing. Guerrero's 14th start will come from the outside of row 3.
You are insolent.
Jim Guthrie, Marco Greco, and Jack Miller complete the first day qualifiers.
Here's a 2.18 mile an hour lap. What do you know?
Miller rifles his Crest racing machine into the field with the only Nissan-powered mount.
Oh, man, am I happy. You're the man. You did it. All right. Good job, man.
With the 6 o'clock gun, Billy Boat officially captures the pole. It's his first at Indy and the first for an A.J. Foyt-owned car since A.J. himself took top honors back in 1975. Boat's winnings include the annual $100,000 PPG Pole Award and for 1998 a new Chevrolet convertible and Harley-Davidson XL 1200. Conspicuously missing from the field is defending champion Arie Luyendyk. The 2-time Indy 500 winner has lost a pair of engines today and is struggling. Tomorrow is the last chance to make the show. Bubble Day, the final day to qualify. The annual front row photos are the first order of business, and the $30,000 GTE Front Runner Awards are among the honors handed out. When qualifying resumes, Raul Boisel becomes the 27th qualifier. The popular Brazilian will be starting his 10th 500.
Good job, Raul.
Metro Racing's Stan Waddles is attempting to make his first 500. He does so, becoming the 7th rookie to make the field. But all eyes are on Arie Luyendyk as he rolls out to qualify.
And he's on it.
Displaying the mark of a champion, Luyendyk rips off 4 laps, each one faster than the previous one, and qualifies at almost 219. Nevertheless, he'll start from well back in the field.
Starting way back there, that's a lot of hard work.
Jeff Ward finished 3rd here a year ago and was named Rookie of the Year. This year, he's a second-day qualifier for ISM Racing, in at just over 219.
And he has qualified.
Scott Harrington tried valiantly a year ago to be the final qualifier. His dreams ended against the Turn 2 fence. Today, he fares no better. His first lap is quick enough, but the engine lets loose, sending Harrington's dreams once again up in smoke.
Oh, what disappointment. What disappointment. As Scott expresses it with bodily action, with bodily movement. Scott, we know how you feel.
Eliseo Salazar recovers from yesterday's spill to become the 31st qualifier, but his speed will be close. Stefan Gregoire has traded in his unsponsored question mark for some help from Blue Star Batteries. The trade works out well. Stefan is in the show. Jimmy Kite has had a tough week thus far with 3 separate incidents, but hard work pays off today. Kite fills the 33-car field with a 4-lap average of 219 plus, becoming the fastest qualifier of the day and the quickest rookie in the field.
Way to go, baby! I love you, man!
Did you say party, anyone?
Big one.
With only happy hour left, the line of potential qualifiers is a long one. Mike Groff successfully bumps Billy Rowe out of the field. But Rowe re-qualifies, knocking Eliseo Salazar out of the lineup. Claude Bourbonnais, Danny Drynan, and Lynn St. James all give it one last shot, but none is quick enough. With but 4 minutes to go, Eliseo Salazar will give it one final attempt. Salazar is forced to jump into the backup car of fellow Riley and Scott pilot Stan Wattles. Salazar has never been in the car, nor has he been fitted for it. The drama is incredible.
What courage for Salazar. I don't know a thing about this car.
Oh, man.
Attempting to navigate 4 consecutive laps at well over 200 miles an hour in a car he's never been in, Salazar gives it everything. Right on the edge, he's forced to give it up.
And a display of blue haze at the back of the car. And Salazar says that's it.
For the first time in 4 years, Salazar will miss the show. With the field full, the traditional final week of activities is set to unfold. Community Day returns for the second year in a row, offering fans a chance to take a lap around the track in their own vehicles. And while there is time for some golf and even a bit of fashion, Carburation Day is the main item on the agenda. Carb Day is traditionally the final 2 hours of practice, and of course, site of the annual Coors Pit Stop competition. 8 teams compete in elimination rounds by changing 4 tires and simulating a fuel hose connection. In the end, Scott Goodyear and Pennzoil Panther Racing topped the Robbie Buell and Team Menard effort in the finals to capture the $40,000 top prize. Race day morning at Indianapolis. Early morning rains keep the prospects for a race today dim. Even through the raindrops, all thoughts remain on winning. For some, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. For others, another chance for a title that has so far eluded them. A chance to race, and perhaps to win, at Indianapolis.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
There's the command from Mary Holman George.
Pace car driver Parnelli Jones engineers the Chevrolet Corvette around the giant 2.5-mile oval. 2 former winners and 8 rookies add to a starting field separated by only 5.35 seconds, tying the record for the closest field in the history of the race. Car in the pit area with Parnelli Jones. The field comes down, looking good. The green flag is out. We're underway. The 82nd Indianapolis 500 is on, Jerry.
And Billy Boat makes a strong move to the inside. Greg Ray drops down to the number 2 spot. Then comes Kenny Black. Tony Stewart into the number 4 spot. We watch the field as they come by. We have a car smoking. We have a spin. A spin. 2 cars. One against the outside wall. Did not make any contact. And we have a yellow flag already. It is car 44. That's J.J. Yaley.
Coming down for the start, Eddie Cheever and J.J. Yaley spin.
You stay in there. Make sure they push start. You get back in here for a change of tires.
No damage is done, and the race goes green again with Billy Boat still on top. And they're green once again. Billy Boat the leader. Greg Ray running in second position. Tony Stewart has a bad start. They head for 1.
And they got the move down inside. They've got Billy Boat comfortably out in front. Let's see if we can get him to number 1 again here. Here comes the field. We're looking for 2-time winner. Are we Lion Dyke? He goes by in front of me right here. Here comes the rest of the field. They're splitting out. They're all going to make it safely through here. Car number 18, Jack Hewitt is last. We head down the back stretch. Let's go to turn 3 and Gary.
Looks like Greg Ray takes a look on the high side, then tucks back in behind Billy Boat, who leads it. Right now in 3rd position is Tony Stewart. His teammate being challenged for the 4th position on the inside is the Reebok car of Hamilton.
And Billy Boat leads him out of turn number 4 once again. Greg Ray is 2nd, Tony Stewart is 3rd, Robbie Buell in 4th position, Davey Hamilton 5th, and Scott Goodyear has moved to 6th spot as they race into turn number 1 once again and head for Kid Double in turn number 2.
and indeed the same orders, as now it appears that Billy Boat's starting to get a little bit of room.
Billy Boat leads the first 12 laps, but Greg Ray is just a heartbeat behind. On lap 13, he gets the job done.
Here's a battle for the lead. Greg Ray goes inside in turn one.
Greg Ray's got him wheel to wheel. He's got him past. Billy Boat drops into the number 2 spot right now. What a great move by Ray. Pick him up over there, Kenny.
Greg Ray indeed ahead of car number 11, and Tony Stewart on the inside trying to make a move around Billy Boat. But Greg Ray in front of this race right now with a great move headed to 3. Halfway down the backstretch, it is Greg Ray out in front, the youngster from Plano, Texas. But the battle now is for third, and third prize now belongs to the Menard teammate. Robbie Buell passes Tony Stewart for third.
While Ray stretches his lead, Tony Stewart repasses Robbie Buell for third.
Here's Tony Stewart inside of his teammate Robbie Buell. Did he get him, Jerry?
They're side by side. They come very close. He does get him. Now he sets his sight on Billy Boat.
And 4, let's got a good horse. Let's ride her.
As this battle continues, the leader really opens up a big gap. It's still Billy Boat in second, about 4 car lengths over Stewart. Now Stewart again with a left side tire under the white line. He makes the move and takes second position.
Tony Stewart coming through 2 has moved into second. The crowd's cheering. He's moving away from Billy Boat.
4 laps later, Stewart's task is complete as he catches Greg Ray for the lead in turn 1. But Stewart's journey comes to a sudden stop just 1 lap later as the engine shuts off in the front stretch. He coasts to a stop in turn 1.
It's all over for him. The engine is apparently blown. The car is on the racetrack. Dave Calabro, what do you hear from his pit?
I'm standing right here with Larry Curry. He throws his hands up in disgust. Larry, it just happened. It looked like it just popped.
Yeah, no nothing, just bang, so that's it.
The frustration of Team Menard is apparent. And when the race goes green again on lap 27, it's still Greg Ray at the point. But Ray's lead will also be short-lived. On lap 32, he slows, the result of gearbox trouble. 2 laps later, rookie Donnie Beechler loses an engine.
Donnie, you were doing one hell of a job, buddy. One hell of a job.
When I see you just come out of 2, it looked like a big ball of fire come out of it, too. Must have some oil on the header.
On lap 39, the race goes green once again with Kenny Breck now on top.
The green flag flies. We are back to racing at Indianapolis, and very quickly, Davey Hamilton and Scott Sharp make a move on Robbie Buell.
And Robbie Buell will have to drop into 3rd spot now as that beautiful number 6 car of Davey Hamilton takes over the number 2 position. Brad Hamilton, Buell, Sharp, and Smith into the number 2 turn.
Eddie Cheever has been a man on the move, charging up from his 17th starting position.
Meanwhile, Eddie Cheever took 2nd position, Johnny, and that man is flying.
He is on the move.
But on lap 45, Robbie Buell sits silently in turn 2. Like teammate Stewart, the result of engine failure. For Team Menard, a difficult day has come to an end. With the yellow, the leaders pit.
Cheever with a strong run here early.
Lots of traffic. Careful on your way out. Going out to the fast lane. Go out to the fast lane. You're okay.
Buzz Calkins and Buddy Lazier apparently did not pit. They are out front as the green flag comes back. We are racing once again. Calkins is 3rd in line. 2 slower cars ahead of him in turn 1.
Calkins has never led a lap coming into this race this year. He's not in front right now. Rest of the field, Lazier, Brett, Hamilton, Sharp, and Smith into the short chute over into the number 2 turn.
Calkins and Lazier cleanly through. Oh, and we've got 2 abreast, 3 abreast, 4 abreast coming through 2. Big time racing going on behind the leaders headed to Gary Lee. Incredible traffic down the backstretch. It looked like Sam Schmidt in that red and white car almost hitting the grass on the inside. And he spin. A spin. Sam Schmidt hard in the wall. 2, 3, 4 cars involved in turn 3, triggered by Sam Schmidt.
Altogether, 7 cars are involved in the incident. Eddie Cheever is fortunate as the Rachel's machine narrowly avoids the trouble. While only Jim Guthrie is injured, 5 of the 7 cars will not return. Leader Calkins pits under the yellow, but it's Kenny Breck back in front when the race goes green on lap 64.
It is Kenny Breck in the lead. He leads the others off turn number 2 down the backstretch, heading for 3. Well, Eddie Cheever, I thought, was going to make a move in 1. Did he, Jerry?
No, he did not, Bob. He looked inside and changed his mind, and Kenny Breck will lead the pack into the number 2 corner over there.
And it looks like he's going to stay tucked in behind Kenny. No, he makes a move to the inside.
Here he comes. They're wheel to wheel. Kenny Breck will hold him off one more time. Into the short shoot. He'll stay down low. Kenny Brack lights up high. He'll hang on to the lead going into the back straightaway.
Once again, single file through two, but we'll see if the move can be made by Cheever on the backstretch, Gary.
Well, he's tucked in behind him, making no effort to duck to the inside. They'll go single file into the corner, but look at Scott Sharp. He closes in. Look at John Paul. The top four knows the tail to turn four.
Kenny Brack still leads as they head through four, but Cheever right on his tail, followed by Scott Sharp and then John Paul, and then Ari Lyondike and Davey Hamilton.
Once again, Cheever has a run on Kenny Brack here on the main straightaway.
And he's got him in car 51. That's Eddie Cheever. He takes the lead, and now he is off to the races. He's pressed the lead out into the second turn.
Cheever becomes the 7th different leader in today's race. The racing now is fast and furious, but on lap 84, Cheever pits.
Eddie Cheever's crew chief standing with an arm out. The car is in. The jack is up. No adjustments to the wing whatsoever. You heard Owen Snyder just a few minutes ago. He told us that Eddie has been running very, very smoothly so far. Stickered tires on, waiting for the fuel hose to be disconnected. Eddie Cheever stalls the car. Oh, they didn't quite get the fuel hose unfastened. Eddie has to back up. They pull the car back. He's revving it up. Now he's underway. A little glitch on the pit stop for Eddie Cheever.
Well, he tells when he waves to me, I go. I wasn't waving. I'm holding my hand.
For Kenny Brack, the problem is more serious. A threat to win today, Brack coasts to the pits the victim of an empty fuel tank. The error will cost him a chance at victory.
Kick it neutral. Sorry about that, Kenny.
Following the pit stops, Eddie Cheever once again regains the lead. But 2 laps later, rookie Jimmy Kite stalls, and the Indianapolis 500 has its 6th caution of the day. Leader Cheever pits once again. And at the halfway point, John Paul Jr. has the lead for the first time in his career. Davey Hamilton runs second, and rookie Robbie Unser runs third.
You know, I'm not supposed to play favorites, but I am so happy for John Paul Jr. Wouldn't this be a great victory for the guy that grew up in Muncie, Indiana?
Well, I tell you what, every time John Paul Jr. comes back around to the yard and wrecks the team, Pelfrey pumping those fists in the air.
It's John, it's this time, Cy.
John Paul Jr. is indeed coming down pit road. Dave Calabro is there to watch the pit stop.
He's coming into the pit with about a 4-second lead and back off the jack and away, and a high five for the crew as they enter out in a hurry.
With the John Paul Jr. pit stop, the leader of the Indy 500 is Davey Hamilton now.
Lap 122 now, and Jack Miller slows to a stop, bringing out the caution. When the track is cleared, it's John Paul Jr. on top.
And indeed, the green flag is out. We are back to racing at Indianapolis, and here they come. We'll watch for John Paul Jr. He's in heavy traffic. So is Davey Hamilton as he moves down toward turn number 1.
Well, there goes John Paul Jr. right there, then Hamilton, now Ari Lyondike, Robbie Unser's in line. Still those back markers to capture in the second turn.
Ari Lyondike has moved to second with a tremendous move in turn 3. Gary, explain it to us.
Well, it was a classic move. You're taught in driving school, just outmaneuver the guy in the corner, get under him, and go on by, and that's what he did. So that moves Ari to second, moves Davey Hamilton back to third.
After starting on the pole, Billy Boat has battled a driveline problem all afternoon. On lap 132, he sits on the backstretch. A day that began with such hope for the AJ Foyt team has been diminished. Lap 136 now, and the race becomes a shootout between defending champion Ari Lyondike and race leader John Paul Jr.
1, 2, and 3 are very close together on the racetrack as we watch them work through the north end of the racetrack. They're between turns 3 and 4. Now John Paul Jr. has his car in 4 onto the main straightaway, and that interval is definitely lessening as Ari Lyondike begins to move in. We'll check him here at the line and see how close it is, but they race to turn 1.
John Paul Jr., Ari Lyondike, there's Eddie Cheever. Well, they're just back quickly together. Now we wait. There's Davey Hamilton, and then on back to the rest of the field.
Ben Vince Welch is in Ari Leyendijk's pit as he tries to close in on the leader.
The Treadway team is simply amazed. Remember, they started on the inside of row 10 in the 28th position. They're all the way up to number 2. They don't have first gear, and the car runs best in 5th gear, but they are constantly reminding Ari to stay off the rev limiter as he chases John Paul for the lead here. Keep in mind, just a couple of things as far as Ari is concerned. He could have a problem in the pits because he doesn't have first gear. The team has to push him out of the pit box in second, and also he's pushing that rev limiter literally to the limit.
Well, Ari Leyendijk took a look to the inside going into turn 1, but could not make the pass. They fall back into single file formation once again as they move through turn number 2, and Leyendijk now is getting a little bit of extra heat from Eddie Cheever as there is very little separation between second place Leyendijk and third place Cheever. They head for turn 3, Gary.
All right, you are, Bob. In fact, about 10 car lengths between first and second, about 6 between second and third, and already they're in turn 4.
As they come through, it's still John Paul in the lead. Ari Leyendijk, but Eddie Cheever putting the heat on Ari for second.
The battle is a great one, but on lap 147, John Paul pits under green.
The air hose back over the wall here. There's quite a crowd down here, taking on a lot of fuel. They hope to only make one more pit stop after this. A thumbs up from John Paul and his crew, and he's on the juice and out of the pits.
Everyone wondering how long it would take Ari Leyendijk to move from the back of the pack to the top. He knows a lot about patience. He won the 24 Hours of Daytona earlier this year. He's been patient here today to get to the front.
We have 4 abreast in turn 3, Gary.
I'm holding my breath right now, and that's Ari Leyendijk. Cheever right behind him, and right behind them was Buzz Calkins, and boy, that was close entering turn 3.
Ari Leyendijk pits also. This time, the clutch problems will prove fatal.
Remember, this is the same car that won the race a year ago. It was the very first G-Force ever built, so they are loving this car. Ari is out and away. The stop not quite as quick as they had hoped, but remember, anytime they can get him out of the pit box in second gear, they call it a success.
Indeed, that is a serious problem. Jerry, is everything okay down there?
No, I don't think so. He is without any power coasting right in front of me right here.
The clutch is slipping, the clutch is slipping.
He is coasting. He'll never make it all the way around the way he's going. They got to come and do something with him right now.
Less than 50 laps to go now. The sun has come out and the track has heated up. With the crowd in a frenzy, the race has become a 3-car battle among Eddie Cheever, Buddy Lazier, and rookie Steve Knapp. Knapp, the third ISM driver, has run a great race, but it's Cheever and 96 champ Lazier that have the crowd on its feet.
Buddy Lazier trying to make it 2 Indy 500 wins. There is now a separation of 1.2 seconds between Eddie Cheever, the leader, and Buddy Lazier running second.
Boy, and I'll tell you what, Buddy Lazier is on a mission. He is moving through traffic when he comes to it, going by. He is trying to get to the front.
The battle continues. Cheever, a longtime crowd favorite, has never won at Indy. Lazier, like a tiger after its prey, relentless.
Lazier is 2 seconds behind and closing.
On lap 176, Stefan Gregoire pushes it a bit too hard, bumping the wall in turn 4 and bringing out the yellow.
Just a moment ago, Stefan Gregoire got way up high, may have brushed the wall just underneath us. A little bobble in the car, the yellow light has come out. Stefan Gregoire makes, I think, the first contact we've had all day here in turn 4, Bob.
Both Cheever
Hustle out, we gotta beat Lazier now.
and Lazier pit for the final time. This one will be crucial.
This will be his last stop. It's clean so far. He's on the jacks. He's off the jacks. They're getting him ready. Make sure that the car fires up. It does, and he is away. Traffic. Lazier avoided some traffic as he exited the pit.
Well, John Paul's incredible run just may have gone up in smoke. They had problems getting the car in gear. The guys had to push it about 50 yards out of the pit box, but he's finally under power.
Eddie, we have got 23 laps left. Lazier there's 2 lap cars in between. You're gonna have to outrun them now.
Coming off of corner number 4, the green flag waves, and we are back to racing at Indianapolis. Eddie Cheever disposes of Jeff Ward and puts several cars between him and second place, Buddy Lazier.
Boy, Eddie Cheever's been strong all day. Lazier runs second, the rookie Knapp is third, Hamilton fourth, Stark runs fifth. They're in the short 2, now they're settling off into the number 2 turn.
But as the race goes green, a car gets sideways in the short chute.
It's Jack Hewitt, and what a shame. He is under power through 2 and along the backstretch. He'll be able to get it maybe to the pit lane, but what a shame for the veteran yet rookie here at Indianapolis.
That's right. He is certainly a veteran of the short tracks around the country.
Hewitt escapes, and when the green drops, Cheever and Lazier resume their battle.
And now the green flag waves, and back to racing here in Indianapolis. Eddie Cheever and Buddy Lazier are running first and second. Lazier trying to pass 2 in turn 1.
Well, they went 3 wide into the corner. This time they got by with it, and yes, Buddy Lazier has moved into second place. Now he can set his sights on Eddie Cheever. It's Cheever and Lazier in number 2.
Boy, that's amazing. He got through 2 that were in the way and has placed himself now directly behind the leader, and we could have one heck of an 18-lap finish here as they're in 3.
Is this deja vu or what? Think back 2 years, what Buddy Lazier did about this time in the race. He wasn't leading, but doggone it, he won the whole thing.
Eddie Cheever still leads as they come through 4. Buddy Lazier right behind him. They head down the main straightaway. Not too many car lanes separate the 2 first and second.
With Cheever holding off Lazier in one of Indy's epic battles, Marco Greco's machine is ailing, bringing out the final caution of the day, setting the stage for a final 6-lap trophy dash.
We got to have a fantastic start right here. We got to have a fantastic start right here.
He gave you a great restart the last time, but in the open track. I mean, if he doesn't get on the restart, is it over?
Well, if we get in the front, I'm sure the track's going to get awful narrow.
Oh boy.
The fans are standing on their feet as they cheer the drivers through. Now we should be able to see the acceleration. Indeed, Eddie Cheever picks up the pace as they come off corner number 4. Cheever goes to the inside trying to break a bit of a draft, and Buddy Lazier is right behind him as they head for turn 1.
Eddie Cheever, then Buddy Lazier. They're just that close together. 2 lap cars. It will go back to them. They're in the short chute. It is still Cheever, then Lazier.
And continues to be Cheever and Lazier, and now Cheever beginning to stretch away just a little bit again as he has command heading into turn 3.
Halfway down this 5/8 mile backstretch, he sets up for the 9-degree banking of turn 3. About what, 6, 8, 10 car lengths now separating first and second across the north short chute to turn 4.
Eddie Cheever still holds sway as they come through turn 4. Lengthening just a bit over Buddy Lazier. Buddy trying every trick he's got to catch him as they head to the start-finish line.
195 laps complete. It's still Cheever leading Lazier.
Between these 2 guys, they've won $3.5 million here at the Speedway, but the big prize is still up for grabs, and it's still Eddie Cheever's in turn 2.
Though Buddy Lazier tries valiantly, Eddie Cheever is not to be denied. Using every bit of racetrack, Cheever coaxes his Dallara through the turns.
Almost brushed the outside wall of the short chute.
But he's still the leader going through 4 with Lazier trying to catch him. But it's Cheever in control as they head toward 1.
He almost brushed the wall coming out of 4 also, but he's in good shape as he heads to 1.
The 1990 Rookie of the Year now has some breathing room. Several hundred yards between he and the number 2 spot as they hit in that short chute now, straightened out to go to the backstretch.
The owner-driver of car number 51 is in control of the Indianapolis 500, moving smoothly down the back straightaway into 3.
Now right now it's his race to win, but boy, oh boy, is he using every inch of racetrack in the entry to turn 3. Moved out wide and once again almost brushed the wall.
Coming through 4, he's down low. Comes out, but nowhere near the wall as he heads down the main straightaway.
3 laps to go at Indianapolis. Eddie Cheever leads Buddy Lazier. Steve Knapp is in 3rd position, and Eddie Cheever is once again in turn 1.
3 laps to go, Eddie. 3 to go.
What's he thinking? He has the 4th turn to negotiate. He does it very well. Eddie, with nothing in that rearview mirror now, victory is almost his as he heads to the start-finish line.
The white flag is out. 1 more lap to go for Eddie Cheever.
He attended grade school and high school in Rome. He resides in Tampa, Florida. He's loving Indianapolis right now. Eddie Cheever into the 2nd turn.
Down low along the white line, back up high in front of the turn 2 sweep.
and cleanly down the back straightaway. Cheever into 3.
It's tough enough to win as just the driver, but here he is, the driver and the team owner. The final time through turn 3, the fans on their feet, nicely across the north short chute into turn 4.
Everybody standing and cheering. Eddie Cheever, he's going to get his first. Eddie around through 4, his hand pumping in the air. He heads to the finish here to call it Bob Jenkins.
In his ninth start, Eddie Cheever wins the 1998 82nd running of the Indianapolis 500-mile race.
Surviving a day filled with close calls, Eddie Cheever finds his way to victory lane at Indianapolis for the first time. He becomes the first driver car owner to win the 500 since A.J. Foyt did so in 1977.
They say the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is a place for heroes, American heroes. And now the emblematic sip of the All-American drink. Eddie Cheever, when you started your driving career, what did Indy mean to you?
My father told me, I was raised in Italy. And my father told me that if you're going to win one race in your life, win the Indy 500. This one's for my dad.
Buddy Lazier finishes second for Himmelgarn Racing. It's the third straight year that Buddy has seen a top 4.
Great job, buddy.
Led by Steve Knapp, 4 different rookies finish in the top 10. Knapp has a sensational race for ISM Racing and is named Rookie of the Year. Leading 76 laps, Eddie Cheever overcomes the obstacles and an incredible 23 lead changes to claim the second victory of his Pep Boys IRL career. The following evening, Cheever is rewarded for his efforts at the annual victory banquet with a check worth more than $1.4 million.
To be able to compete here is something very, very special. I will cherish this day for the rest of my life, and I have every intention of doing it again as quickly as I can.
Throughout the century, many have tried, but few have succeeded. Eddie Cheever can now say he too is an Indianapolis 500 champion.